Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Tom. Be right there. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Wow, 11 people already. Amazing. Okay, so let me know if the microphone is working okay. Let's chant for a little bit, and then we'll probably do some, I'll just put on a Chaitanya Charitamrita audio, and then we'll discuss a little bit. Let's try and see how that works again. I kind of like this restream. There's a lot of creative things you can do. Hey there, Shamaguri. Welcome. From Germany. Evening already. All right. Okay. Okay, so we'll chant a little japa here for a few minutes and then break into something. Okay, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, 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 Jesus. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jai Sri Advaita Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari, Gaura Bhaktavinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari, Gaura Bhaktavinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari, Gaura Bhaktavinda. Does it sound okay? Just let me know. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari, Gaura Bhaktavinda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah, Lalita, welcome. Yes, you can put your microphone on. We'll just chant a little japa together there. And, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare
Shri
Ram
Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda Krishna 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 Hare Ram Krishna Chaitanya Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
I'll fix the audio.
Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram
Okay,
Ram
working out. That's good. Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Shri
Hare Ram Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Shri
Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabhu Nityananda.
Shri
Right.
Krishna
Hare
Shri
Krishna
Shri
Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna
Go,
Chaitanya.
Rabba.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna
Yes.
Chaitanya
Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare
Shri
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram Hare Ram
Oh,
Krishna.
Lord. Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Ooh.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Rama Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Oh.
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Lord.
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Thank you
Krishna
for it.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Oh my Lord.
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Oh,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare.
Woo, Krishna.
Krishna,
Whoa.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Oh my Lord.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Oh,
Hare Krishna,
Gauranga, Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Chaitanya, Shri Nityananda,
Yeah, Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Oh.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna
Ram
Chaitanya.
Ram Ram.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hari Hari Hari.
Shri Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hari Hari.
Okay, so let's
Hare
maybe
Ram
do
Ram
a little
Ram.
of this Chaitanya Charitamrita here. Okay, so you let me know if the sound is working okay, because we're going to try this again.
So good.
Oh,
Okay, let's see. All right.
I'm good.
Is the sound working okay? Yeah.
And now, Chapter 3 of the Adi Leela.
Everybody mute mics too.
I offer my respectful obeisance to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By the potency of the shelter of his lotus feet, even a fool like the valuable jewels of conclusive truth from the minds of the revealed scriptures. All glories to Lord Caitanya. All glories to Lord Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Chandra. And all glories to all the devotees of Lord Caitanya. I have given the power of the third verse. Now, O devotees, please listen to the meaning of the fourth with full attention. Srila Rupa Goswami says in his Vidagdha Madhava, "May that Lord, who is known as the Sun Shachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost core of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has descended in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has offered before, the most elevated mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love." Lord Krishna, the son of the king of Vraj, is the Supreme Lord. He eternally enjoys transcendental pastimes in his eternal abode, Goloka, which includes Vrajadam. Once in a day of Brahma, he descends to this world to manifest his transcendental pastimes. We know that there are 4 ages or yugas, namely Satya, Treta, and Kali. These 4 together comprise one Divya Yug. 7 Divya Yugs constitute one Manvantara. There are 14 Manvantaras in one day of Brahma. Present Manu, who is the 7th, is called Vivasvata, or the son of Vivasvan. 27 Divya Yugas, or 24,350,000 solar years of his age, now passed. At the end of the Dvapara Yuga, of the 28th Divya Yuga, Lord Krishna appears on earth with the full paraphernalia of his eternal Vrajadam. Servitude, friendship, parental affection, and conjugal love are the four transcendental mellows. By the devotees who cherish these four mellows, Lord Krishna is subdued. Absorbed in such transcendental love, Lord Sri Krishna enjoys in Vraj with his devoted servants, friends, parents, and conjugal lovers. Lord Krishna enjoys his transcendental pastimes long as he wishes, and then he disappears. After disappearing, however, for a long time I have not bestowed unalloyed loving service to me upon the inhabitants of the world. Without such loving attachment, the existence of the material world is useless. Everywhere in the world people worship me according to the scriptural injunctions. But simply by following such regulative principles, one cannot attain loving sentiments of the devotees in Vrajabhumi. Knowing my offices, the whole world looks upon me with awe and veneration. But devotion made feeble by such reverence does not attract me.
Boy, that's a mouthful. Can you know? The Lord, without this loving service that he bestows upon the world, he considers it useless because it's just Maya. You know, people are going around in this world doing various activities, and to God it appears useless to him. And actually, it's really useless to us, but we don't know it because we're lost in this samsara. We're lost in this Maya. We don't know. Nobody knows. And so this goes on with various types of paths in this world. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. What did I do that for? Yeah, just various types of paths in this world that are actually not that important. So, like now, without this devotional service, the world is really useless, and it's being destroyed even, now, because everything gets out of hand. The modes of nature are always changing. The mode of passion fights with goodness, and goodness fights with passion and ignorance, and they're always competing. This goes on and on and on and on, and the living entities have like fallen into this quicksand and can't get out. And of course, sometimes there's liberation paths here. Somebody like a Jesus will come, and if you have faith in them, and you'll get liberated, salvation. Maybe some Brahman, or if sometimes people do austerities. But in this Kali Yuga, basically, what alternative do people do? Austerities are very difficult. People usually that do them end up getting really proud. I've seen that. I've been in sanghas where that's happening. They doing all these austerities, and I saw the result becomes pride. And then when the real path manifests, like it's manifesting here for us, they're not interested because they're so proudly doing their austerities. So that's useless to the Lord. So anyway, it's really nice. I really feel like so privileged to offer, to be engaged in offering this grace of Lord Caitanya to the people, so that this Lord Caitanya can be transcendentally situated in the innermost core of our hearts, so that automatically everything becomes auspicious. You automatically become pleasing to Krishna because the Lord is living inside you. How could people not become auspicious? Automatically. That's why the purification is so intense. Everything has to be purified. Everything, when the Lord is living inside you, that's the most important thing. That's why I teach people to just look at what's inside people. Look at God is inside them. And usually if we have little fights or bickerings and all that gets worked out. It just takes some time, to the point. I mean, Jesus just held the space for the devotees who were going through all kinds of shit like this. Kind of like here, but gradually we start to look like, okay, is God transcendentally situated in the heart of somebody? Because if the Lord is, everything becomes auspicious automatically. The person becomes purified automatically. All you do is you stay in association of devotees, and all our garbage just goes away. What a great path, man. The Lord doesn't consider, even with all our stuff that we carry, that we bring in for many, many lifetimes and incarnations, the Lord doesn't even look at it. So that's why I try to help you. You'll see after a while you won't look at it either. You'll just be looking at that Lord that's alive and kicking inside the devotees here. That's the main thing. And everything will be worked out. So we're really lucky in this Kali Yuga, to be able to promote this. Yeah? So because the Lord, when he disappears, like he disappears as Krishna, for a while things were going on because people remember Krishna and everything, but gradually time goes on, people forget. They start forgetting. They're just not strong devotees passing this down. Okay? And then we got to the point where Lord Caitanya, the pastimes were practically forgotten. Or it's like now, people are just into ceremonial Krishna, Krishna, the God of ceremonies, the master of ceremonies, and then we become masters of we present God as a ceremonial ritual. It's a ritual to worship the Lord, ritualistically. But it's dry, it's boring, and you see, the Lord himself. I mean, that's why I love these teachings. These teachings point you right in the right direction. They point you, if you're a worldly person, right to the right path, right to the essence. If you're a Vaidhi Bhakti, in ISKCON or one of these groups, this also points you. Okay, now, see, let's go into the real kingdom of God. You have to have the true conception. See, the true conception of the kingdom of Vrindavan and Mayapur and this incarnation is in these books. See? So now we're preaching them. What is this you're telling people, you gurus, you leaders out there telling people that they can attain the Lord of Raj by doing rules and regulations and Vaidhi and those kind of practices? Where do you see this? It's completely the opposite idea of what you just heard in there. Even the narrator is reading these things but not understanding them, because he's also a guru now, teaching the same below. By rules and regulation, you can attain Krishna. He read that thing, but he can't communicate that idea. Now, that's what I like. I like reading the thing and communicating that idea as it is. Hey, man, you're not going to get Krishna Vrindavan by doing your rules and regulations. What? That's not conclusive. Oh, yes, it is. You all heard it. So don't preach the opposite. Anybody doing that, don't listen to them. You're an illusion, man. That ain't what the book says. That ain't what Lord Caitanya said. Lord Caitanya said the path is in the book. The essence is right there. Isn't it nice to be able to take what's in Prabhupada's books and tell people, even though they don't want to smack, they want to resist it and they hate you for it? I love that. I don't care, man. You'll get into it too if you're not there already. It's wonderful to stand up for the truth like the apostles did. What do you think they did? They stood up for what was really in the Bible. The true path is taught by the bona fide spiritual master, and that was Jesus Christ when he was here. And people forget now, because that's why you need another one. You need a living guru like Jesus. He's a person, right? He was a man who had God living inside him. He was empowered with that special potency, the Holy Spirit. He wasn't one of these his graces. It is his grace, her grace, his grace. Yeah, where's the grace? We don't do that, man. We're just into the names. We like to just say his grace, her grace. I want to see some. Do you want to see some grace there, Shamaguri? You want to see grace? You want to see what is holiness? You want to see what spiritual potency is? Or you
I
like the
see it
name?
every day.
You see it every day.
I see it every day. Yeah, right here. Oh, it's so amazing.
Isn't that amazing to see real grace, man? I'll tell you, once these devoteds get into
Oh my Lord, oh my Lord.
man, we were living an
Oh,
insubstantial. It's like you're getting a Peasley meal, like a beggar's meal in this world. You know, they give you here. We're Guru Days, man. Here, let us give you your meal today. It's just like a little grain of rice on your plate. You know, man, God, here you get a meal, man. They're satisfied. Wet your whistle, man. You get some strong, the new wine here, strong drink. Didn't you see the people chanting there? You get that kind of chanting. Or you want to do this? Hare Krishna, like a Charya Dave's. Oh, if you even see him chanting, I haven't seen any chanting. Every time I turn the video on, never see any chant. What do we do? All the beginning of the video and chanting, lots of chant. Why? Because it's great. It's wonderful. It's the real religion of the age. Chanting. I turn on these gurus and maybe they have a little kirtan. Okay, fine, dry, nice dry kirtan, boring, but where's the ecstasy? Where's the holiness? Let's say, what does holiness look like in this world? Well, holiness has always been intoxicating. Haven't you known? Haven't you ever seen some Christians worship God, when they get the Spirit? It's like that. You feel excessively good, so good it's out of this world. What do you think these sayings, if you don't see the sayings of Jesus in real Vaishnavas, they're better to go to Jesus. Well, maybe not. Maybe better to do this and wait for Krishna to give you intelligence to go to the ecstatic Vaishnavas, even if it may take you some time. This is even better, man. Yeah, this is the meal, ecstatic chanting of the name and pastimes, conclusive discussions of the absolute truth as is, really lead people directly into the kingdom of God, which is true conception of these books. It's like, why did Lord Caitanya came here? He came here to awaken our transcendental taste. He came here, and to do that by example, by seeing the person transcendentally tasting the names of God. Okay? And then you see, is this what worship is about? We didn't know this. Our leaders, our Pharisee leaders who can't see very well, they were teaching us something else. See, well, anyway, at some point, like now, the time is now, you're going to hear the essence of truth. I mean, all the Vaishnavas and all over shoot. I mean, this is for everybody. I don't care who it is. Don't tell me that those paths are valid now. Those are null and void. Anybody. Look, we have people from anywhere. They can follow this path. Anybody. The Lord Caitanya just wants people to get him. To really get his mercy through, and it comes through being with real devotees. Very simple. This is a lot easier than what they're teaching. Yeah. Here it's time to hear the principles of Chaitanya Charitamrita on the order Prabhupada. Prabhupada told me, says his full approval. If that means his full approval, that means this should be for everybody. Should be for all his disciples. Why? You want to die without this tasting, this nectar like we do? You missed the boat. You got on, you're getting some, making some headway, and then you missed the real boat. The real boat is here. Embark. It's time. It's embarking. Okay.
By performing such regulated devotional service in awe and veneration, one may go to Vaikuntha and attain the 4 kinds of liberation. These liberations are sarshti, achieving opulences equal to those of the Lord; Sarupya, having a form the same as the Lord's; Samipya, living as a personal associate of the Lord; and Salokya, living on a Vaikuntha planet. Devotees never accept Sayujya, however, since that is oneness with Brahman.
Yeah, so in regulative devotional service, people can get that. But it's very hard. Even Prabhupada in the purport on that verse says you have to flawlessly perform devotional service like that. And it's really tough. I mean, you're going to be working on that for a long time. But that, you see, that's the end result of following that path of regulative devotional service. See, so, but then the question should be, okay, if I can't attain Krishna Vrindavan, didn't you want to attain Krishna Vrindavan there, Shamakori, when you came? Wasn't that your idea, or did you have any idea? What was did you want the Krishna Vrindavan? I mean, did that ever enter your mind? Did you think about that, or did you come to Krishna to get Krishna?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. And so regulative devotional service helps us get a little clarity on what life is about. But it's not full clarity. See, now this is the postgraduate. You did the rules, regulate, you got some kind of, some idea, I guess it's about going to Korea. Yeah, of course, that's why I'm here, Prabhupada. But it's still not so clear. See? So the Chaitanya Charitamrita is meant to make it even more clear what Krishna consciousness is about. And what is that? Even those two words, Krishna consciousness, becoming conscious of Krishna. Well, okay, what does that mean? These questions are answered here. What does it mean to be Krishna conscious? Oh, you want to be conscious of Krishna in Vaikuntha, and Prabhupada did. He taught regulative devotional service. Bhakti Siddhanta did. And also Narayan Raj did. See, a lot of the gurus now do, right? They're doing that. But isn't it nice to know that you can't really go all the way? It's not the full understanding. If you follow that path, the ultimate result is just going to be Vaikuntha, which is okay. That's why, okay, well, fine. But it's still so darn hard. And it's an inferior result. Okay? People that were doing devotional service before Lord Caitanya came here were doing that. But still, they couldn't go to Vaikuntha in that next life. In many lifetimes, you're going to be working on that. But look at people that got Jesus, really got Jesus, sincerely. They went to the kingdom. They got that. As a matter of fact, what Jesus was giving more or less was more liberation. Where you can go and be with Jesus. You get a similar form like that. You can do healings. Christians that are empowered are like that. They get a similar ability, with Jesus to do healings and stuff like that. Okay? But you worship, it's more awe and reverence. You can even see how most Christians talk about their relation with Jesus. Oh, Jesus is sitting on the right hand of God, and they're like a great king. See, that's the Vaikuntha mood. This Vrindavan is so rare to see. So very rare to even teach. But anyway, if you're in a Sangha that has the mercy of Lord Caitanya, which is very rare, but it's here, you can attain that Vrindavan in this very life. And people will see it. Already, many of you have attained Vrindavan. You have that mood. You have that consciousness. You're already got your feet in that door. And you're not letting Krishna close the door either. It's stuck in there. It's like, no, I'm not taking my foot out of here. I think I heard somebody say that. I ain't leaving anything. Yeah. So, and so the question should be like, okay, well, how can if I can't attain the Lord, don't you think that we have a contribution to ISKCON? All these groups still think they can attain Krishna Vrindavan by their regulative devotional service. But it's not true. It's not even in Prabhupada's books. We're listening to Prabhupada's books read verbatim. And I'm just explaining what's right there. I'm just sticking people's nose right in it. You see? Can you smell the truth? I think I'm too conclusive for the world. I'm like a sticker. You ever see these people that are rule followers? They drive you crazy. They want to follow every rule. I'm kind of like that on the ecstatic level, the ecstatic rules. I really I say, hey man, you got to follow these ecstatic rules. Hey man, look at this Dunda. Won't you want one of these? Everybody will be like this. Lalita's becoming like this. Johan also. You see, they got their little Dundas growing. Yeah, I'm a stickler for ecstatic rules. Yeah, I'm gonna smack you around with this Dunda here.
I shall personally inaugurate the religion of the age, Nam Sankirtan, the congregational chanting of the holy name. I shall make the world dance in ecstasy, realizing the four mellows of loving devotional service.
Oh.
See, now that's devotional service there. Can you hear that? Yeah, see, I'm going to personally inaugurate that. That's why you cannot, you want to bring what Lord Caitanya brings, you have to personally inaugurate it. You got to make the world dance, relishing the four mellows of Krishna, of servitude, friendship, and that kind of thing. Whatever your relationship, you have to make the world people that cherish these devotional mellows. That's our eternal life. We get eternally life from relishing mellows. Otherwise, this is not preached here. The best you can do is rules, regulation, preaching. That even the book says you can't get it. Even the Bhagavatam, even on that level, Veda Vyas was preaching rules, regulations, and everything. And then to write the Bhagavatam, he had to go to the next stage to relish some level of these mellows. This love of God. And ultimately, that's 10th canto, is the relishing of these relationships of Vrindavan. That's what it's all about. That's why, the intelligent people, they like Lalita's classes. See, because she's relishing the mellows of Vrindavan. Look at that. Can you imagine? Just a little simple housewife, man. Can't even fold a towel properly. And gets so happy reading Krishna's pastimes in ecstasy. Not caring about if people don't like it or not. Too bad she likes it. She likes what the Lord likes. Isn't that nice to like what the Lord likes? That's what it's all about, to like what the Lord likes. And if you're a preacher, you show the world. See, this is our kind of preaching. Do you like that? Anybody? You want to be a preacher like this? You like what the Lord's like, and you show the world. There you go. That was Lord Caitanya's mission. He wanted to show how to like what the Lord loves. The best of all service is a devotee crying for Krishna and laughing like a mad person. And if anybody doesn't like it, you know what that means? They're in Maya. You automatically preach, look, this devotee's an illusion. That's how Prabhupada was preaching. He's doing all these empowered activities, and the God brothers got jealous. He said, yeah, you see, these guys are in Maya. Hey, aren't you glad? Now you know. You don't have to follow them. Why do you need to follow anybody in Maya? You're still under the modes of nature. And what does Gauri do? He just goes and relishes mellows with his friends here, and everybody just shows their position. These gurus are in Maya. Look, they don't like this. This preaching is like automatic. Isn't that nice, Shamaguri? The devotees just cry and laugh right on camera, right in front of everybody. And if anybody steps forward, which I'm glad they do, and says, Gauri, you're a fraud. He's in Maya. I love it, man. Yes. The frogs come out and croak. He's in Maya. He's a Sahaja and everything. And if they're a guru, all right. You don't have to follow that person. They're telling the truth. Gohari is in Maya. Yoga Maya. You got to be in Yoga Maya. They're in Maha Maya. I'm in Yoga Maya. Hey, what they're saying is true, but not in the way they think. Yoga Maya is relishing mellows. It's beautiful. I surrender to Yoga Maya. I love Yoga Maya. Maha Maya, you got to watch out for her, man. She's a pain in the butt, man. Prick. She's pricking you all the time, causing misery, illusions, and all of that. But the only alternative ultimately is Yoga Maya. And this Yoga Maya is rarely preached in this world. This is a devotee of the most intimate revelation of God ever to be shown in this world. See, and we still can do it because we have those books. That's why Prabhupada wrote those books for us. And now all they have to do is these conceptions being preached as they are and deliver the world. Isn't it great to deliver the world? These big gurus are sleeping and enjoying big comforts and not sharing his holy names enough. Enough at all? What do you mean enough? At all. You can't give something you don't have. And if you want to, you can share the name Krishna, but Krishna without the holiness, without this mellows and ecstatic devotion is pretty dry. It's like eating a dry piece of stale bread. It gets stale. I'll tell you, Krishna, the name gets stale, and many people give it up. Okay, they do. Ask how many people have left Krishna Consciousness because it got stale. They think, I met him in India. I met people, I was with the Gaudiya Math, and I got stale. I went to the Mayavadis. I got some taste. Or I went to Jesus because it got stale. See, so you tired of stale bread? Yeah. So anyway, this is the truth, man. This is all about relishing mellows. We're doing it. This isn't fraudulent. This is called genuine. Like this one devotee, he says, I like this. I got to say what you'll probably watch this, but anyway, it's okay. It's a great glorification. I loved it. I liked it. He says, I don't even like this Goharidas. This Goharidas. I don't like him. I just don't like him. He doesn't do everything that you're supposed to do and all this. But man, that guy is dedicated to Lord Caitanya. And I have to love him. He doesn't flinch. How does a guy that doesn't follow anything properly, like all these, he doesn't flinch in his service to the Lord? Because I teach the essence. I'm into the essence. And you won't be into the essence either out there. You'll be teaching all the fluff out there, all the ceremonies and all that until you come here. And I'm here to teach the essence, man. I'm essence, essence, essence. Just like Jesus, he also essence. That's why his sayings are still here. They're essential. See, essence, essential. All the good words come from these derivatives. Essence, essential. That means the essence is essential. Otherwise, you're getting all the fluff. Oh, Krishna consciousness is all about the rules and regulations. Oh, yeah? What does it mean to be conscious of Krishna? I never thought about that. Yeah, because you don't know the essence. You don't know what's really essential. Therefore, you need to hear the real Bhagavatam, which is the essential teaching of the Vedas. It's the fifth Veda. And even more so, Chaitanya Charitamrita, simply because it's here, it's even more mercy. You know, Bhagavatam doesn't tell you about the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It wasn't inaugurated yet. It wasn't revealed. That's why this is more mercy here. It's more easy to get. And we're distributors. We're authorized distributors. Yeah. So fraud, cheating, all that applies elsewhere, not here. How are you being cheated when you get look, Krishna living inside you, even though you're not qualified. None of us are qualified, but the Lord, because we got the mercy here. We prove it all the time. You got the intelligence of the Lord, special intelligence He gives us. Oh, didn't you know? We got a new hat, Special Intelligence Agency. Central Intelligence Agency. This is the true CIA. Hey, you CIA people, you want to find out some new intelligence? You want to learn how to really control people in a way that's win-win? You come over here, I'll teach you how to be the controller of more than the world. You know, you guys, you Carl Schwab, that's chunk change. You want to just control the world? What is that? I'll tell you how to control the whole universe. Because Krishna is the universe. If you control him, you got the whole universe in your palm of your hand. And they don't know it. But you come here, we'll teach you. I'm here to teach Carl Schwab if he's willing. Bill Gates, you come over here, we'll teach you how to do it. It's good you're starting the vegetarian thing. That's very nice. We'll bring you forward, man. Oh, what happened to Lalita? She probably went to bed.
It's late over here in Germany too.
Oh yeah, what time is it over there?
Oh, it's okay. Everything okay, Gurudev. I'm fine.
Yeah, we'll stop after a little bit. A few more minutes.
I wanted to say something, Gurudev.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because this Ramai Vrajvasi, I blocked.
Yeah.
I have blocked the drinks that he had. Yeah, I blocked him.
Okay.
But I don't know how he managed this. He can still send things into my chronic. Still.
Oh, he sends it to Facebook?
On Facebook in my chronic. And what was it? Was it yesterday or today? He sent a link, with a whole list of names of so-called Sahajiyas in ISKCON.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I actually wanted to share it with Lalita so she can take a look at this, check this, but I cannot even share it anymore now.
Yeah. Did he put his name on the list?
No, not his name. No. But some names I even know from German devotees.
What good is a list made by a Sahaja? What good he can't? He thinks we're Sahajas. What good is a list by a guy who can't even do a video, who can't even give a class?
Yeah. Digging in the dirt. In the dirt.
Yeah. If you're the bottom line is, if you're a guru in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line, and you're not a resident of Vrindavan, you're more or less a Sahaja. It's just so what? So what's new? If you're sitting on that seat, go ahead. What?
There was not the name of his guru.
Oh, of course not. Tamal Krishna is not a Sahaja.
Oh, Krishna. Yeah, yeah.
Kamal Krishna Sahaja. He he has disciples. Oh, Gurudev, deliver me, and what can he deliver?
Mm.
You know, I was
Anyway,
delivered out of that. My delivery was leaving that. That was my delivery. Doing what Bali Raj did, and doing what the wives of the Brahmins did. Anyway, this is good. See, he is exposed automatically by our preaching. Isn't it nice to do it? Preaching exposes everybody, and eventually, this is good for everybody because everybody learns. Otherwise, they don't learn nothing. That's why Jesus said, "Don't think I came here to promote peace. I came here with a sword." To put brother against brother. See, because people don't know you're not really brothers with envious people and all that. You got to be against. You you got to get this mercy so you find who your real brothers and sisters are, who follow the eternal path, and then you can help people become brothers and sisters. Otherwise, what kind of brother you are with snakes and vipers and liars and cheaters? I mean, they got to come out of that. And if they don't, well, we'll just go out and preaching and taking people out that want to be out. Can't you feel the difference between being a brother here? I mean, of course, you got to understand we're in a halfway house and people are still getting purified. You got to take that in consideration. But still, the Lord is in. Even many of the roughest persons here, they have the Lord, inside. And they're gradually, getting clean, getting better. So yeah, you'll see it just gets better and better. It's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Just one more verse, and then I'm going to let everybody go because it's getting late there.
I shall accept the role of a devotee, and I shall teach devotional service by practicing it myself.
See, I shall accept the role of a devotee and teach devotional service by practicing itself. So the question should be, okay, what kind of devotional service? What, rules and regulations? Devotional service? He only did that for the benefit of the rule followers to bring them a little closer. But he came to preach ecstatic devotional service. This is in this chapter, you'll see it goes right into that hey, I came here so that people can relish mellows and then they can abandon. I mean, these are his words. I can abandon you, and then the followers of this path can do what we actually teach. People fall, go hard. You're a fraud. You're teaching to people to go against the rule. No, they can abandon them now. You got a higher method of purification that's 1,000 times more purifying. Radha and Krishna will personally cleanse you in their names. That's 1,000 times more powerful. And I'm obligated to follow Prabhupada's order and teach that you can abandon the rules and regulations. And you will follow when you can follow this path. Otherwise, you cannot abandon them. Look at this. The gurus can't abandon them. Therefore, and they can't teach anything else but regulated devotional service. They can't teach what Lord Caitanya. Look at Narayan Raj. He couldn't abandon the rules and regulations. He was following very strictly, and he taught them. It's okay. That's what you do. But there's a point where you got to see, like, oh well, who's abandoned the rules and regulations, following them, and showing you. Like that devotees, he's like, you're not following, but I can't fault that Gohar because he's strict. He's strictly following Lord Jesus. He's really committed, man. He's deep in there. Even though I want him to follow everything. No, I'm here to. But you got to get this mercy first. Otherwise, you'll be polluted if you're too loose as a goose out there. You hear that? Confirmation. Yeah, even Lord Caitanya taught that. Lord Caitanya said you cannot imitate Nityananda. But I'll tell you, you come here, you'll get the mercy, and then you will have that power that Nityananda had, ecstatic devotion. Can you imagine? You think, oh, Nityananda, well, hey, man, that's what you get here. Ecstatic. Nityananda was ecstatic. You can be too. You can be of that family. And if you still Shamaguri likes the rules and codices, and so you go and do it. So what? Right? I don't tell you not to. But if you want to, you just make sure you chant Hare Krishna in ecstasy like Lalita, and then you'll be okay. And she's naturally a good person, And naturally, naturally good. She doesn't have to make a big religion out of being good, being regulative. No, that's not the religion. The religion of age now is ecstatic worship of Radha and Krishna in ecstasy with the tears and laughing and just having a good old jolly time here and delivering the world. Can you imagine? You deliver the world playing with Krishna. What did they do in Vrindavan? They delivered whoever came there just by playing with Krishna. What did Lord Caitanya and the devotees do? They delivered the world just by relishing ecstatic worship of the Lord and teaching its glories. That's it. They didn't have to be strictly doing this or that or become big sannyasis. But if that wasn't, if they had that propensity, they did. It didn't matter. Look at the devotees, like the sannyasis and everything. They came and were with ecstatic devotees. They saw, oh, look, they got the mercy. I'll be with them. And those who wanted to become ecstatic, like we're here, we're teaching the real truth. Hey, you gurus out there, if you're not ecstatic, and I haven't seen anybody that I would consider really ecstatic, then you got to come here and be with these ecstatic devotees. Otherwise, you don't know what real Krishna consciousness is. You don't know the extent of it like we do. But that's just how it is. I mean, you had to go to Sudras who had the mercy of Lord Caitanya 550 years ago, even if you were an aristocratic sannyasi. Why should it be any different now? It's not. You big sannyasis have to come here if you want this kind of worship. If you want to chant like we do with great gusto and ecstasy and, this revelation and realization, where I didn't have to go to any school, any big college to preach to intelligent. You bring me the most intelligent people here, we'll preach to them. All you need is the mercy. All you need is the intimacy with God. I got a big library I carry with me. And he's very light library. The Lord is lighter than a feather, man. But yet I have access to this, and whatever you want, some intelligence, no problem. I have a huge library. It's very light, man. Just like my dunda. It's very light. It's like weightless. Look at those big, heavy. You guys, you got to carry those big, heavy sticks around. I got this, but Nitch, don't break my finger there, Nityananda. You get light. Everything becomes lighter, easier. I mean, why wouldn't anybody want to follow such an auspicious path, man? Everything's light. Even your dunda is so light. But don't get smacked with it, man. All of a sudden, it starts weighs like 50 pounds. Boy, you got a lot of froggy frauds and all that. Okay. Let's take a break, get a good rest, everybody, and we'll see you in the morning. And don't forget to watch like Johan's classes and Lalita's. They're coming up. If you get bored, which without these classes, I think the whole world becomes boring. Ask Janaki. She watches them all, man.
Me too. Almost all of them. Yeah. I start early.
It's life, man. Really. Yeah, real life.
Oh,
Thank you all for coming. We'll see you soon, man.
thank you, Go Dave. Thank you.